What's up, Cancerian? This is going to be your December Love 2021 reading part 1. Part 2 can be found on Patreon, link below in the description box. As always, feel free to reach out to your boy for one-on-one reading. Let's jump right into it. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Cancerian Love 2021 December part 1. Like I said, part 2, the conclusion of this reading can be found on the Patreon. It's only $3 a month to subscribe to the Patreon to gain exclusive access to part 2 of the Love and Money readings, which all the part 1s for all the signs I post free on YouTube. All I ask is that you go over and support on the Patreon. Also, feel free to check out the reduced reading rates and offers over on the Patreon as well if you're interested in a one-on-one reading. You can subscribe to a monthly package for a reduced reading rate. Feel free to follow, like, share, follow, comment, subscribe here and across all social media platforms. Run and Gun Tarot across all social media platforms. Note that the spelling of that is different for the website. The website is Run and Gun Tarot, spelled A-N-D. All the links to the social media profiles are on the website, though, and again, all those links are below. Just copy and paste them into your browser. Spirit of love and light, highest possible messages. Spirit of joy, gratitude, highest of highs, highest possible messages for Cancerian Love, December 2021. Okay, could be read as pouring into something, pouring your emotions into something, okay? So as to come out of conflict with the Five of Wands in the reverse, leaving pettiness, a redistribution, of emotional intention, intent, interest, focus, energy, awareness. The Ace of Cups in reverse always could be read as a pouring out of a particular cup that no longer served you or that became toxic. Five of Wands in reverse, leaving of conflict or pettiness. The Emperor in the upright is sitting strong in your power. Okay, being unfettered, unfazed by any of these energies, in which there's going to have to be a redistribution of emotional wealth, value, or currency. The Devil card in the reverse is leaving something that was nearsighted or had no future or kept you bound and chained to a low vibration or a toxic cycle, the inability of one party or another to kind of look at themselves and be able to want to grow and change for a better vibration. Could be codependencies, could be toxicity, toxic lifestyles, things of that nature. What else do you want to say, Spirit, as far as Cancerian? This is maintaining warmth, communication, understanding. The King of Wands in the reverse is read by, the genuine kindness and the charity of the Emperor. These are his underlying attributes. Although he looks kind of cold and removed and carved out of stone, there is this kind of warmth, leadership, and wisdom that prevails, as you would see in a good grandfather figure or something like this of this nature. This is what the Emperor kind of represents. There may be bitterness towards this masculine divine father figure. Note that we all have masculine and feminine energies, as well as the divine child, infant, vulnerable self. But there could be this kind of struggling and tangling from a lesser, more novice, more inexperienced, more childlike energy that has a wall or a barrier or a resentment towards this divine masculine figure. Anything more on that, Spirit? Anything more on that, which is leading to a falling out of a relationship. This person is going through labor. If this is a kind of Empress counterpart, a divine feminine expression, non-gender specific, but this person is giving birth. They're going through labor. It could be some sort of spiritual birth or awakening in which they're needing to remove themselves from the current environment. The Five of Swords in the reverse is a maintaining of bridges, connections, communication, though, as they're going through this kind of life and death and rebirth cycle. when one thing is passed, another thing is born. It's almost as if they're quite literally giving birth to their own kind of child innocence and awe, which they're maybe having to kind of reconnect. They've downloaded a lot of information, they've learned a lot, and I think that maybe it's time for them to go away so as to come back on their own time, go away so that they could come back processed and integrated in a way that allows for growth and transformation. Like when you're in a college course or in graduate school, it's like you kind of get inundated and you download and you're learning, but at some point or another, you have to kind of leave, the crash course, so to speak, so as to kind of integrate your lessons and understandings and see where these lessons and understandings are emerging and popping up. The King of Swords in the reverse is an inner knowing, almost as if this person knows that they have to go away, and or maybe even that that they will come back in some way, shape, or form. Right now there's a kind of highlight of responsibility, trying to find balance, again, heavy emphasis I'm getting on integration. It's possible that they felt that they were moving in this kind of poverty consciousness, unable to keep up with the kind of demands of integration or understanding. And I guess this time apart, all encompassing overall is what we're speaking to, a time apart, possibly in relationship, or maybe even metaphorically within the masculine, feminine, or child within the self. Offset, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. This is 3 of Pentacles in the upright. This could be an energy of moving, relocating, restructuring, working with others to do so, to ensure that there is time away from this twin flame or this soulmate card where there was lack of growth or expansion. Again, if somebody was dug in too tightly, then they were refusing to kind of grow and change as possibly what spirit called for within the kind of unification of this couple or this twin flame dynamic. A lot of internal reflection, a lot of coming out of fear and worry. It's possible that this person had a lot of fear and worry within the relationship, but now they feel a little bit more free outside outside of the relationship. A lot of putting down of a burden, and a lot of looking good, feeling good, being on the market, feeling solo. Now this could be you as well, Cancerian. It just doesn't have to be the other side of the table. As well as leading to the 9 of Pentacles is your kind of quality focus on skilled work, labor, efforts, whatever it is that you do invest in to generate income and or just give wealth and value to. There's a lot of kind of convolution and complication in regards to possibly someone feeling devalued or less free within a certain confines of a living situation or a relationship. Obviously all of that is left up to kind of subjectivity. It could be by way of their being stubborn or not willing to kind of integrate within the relationship, or again needing time to kind of process and be removed so as to integrate their learnings and lessons. In any event, we'll see and obviously fit this kind of message and narrative into your personal situation if it applies. We're going to see what are the conclusions. If there is a relationship, if there was a falling out, will they be returning or is it done for good? What's to come of this? We're going to be seeing the answers to that over in part 2 on the Patreon link below. So I'll see you over there. Just go over and find part 2, December Love 2021, Cancerian. Again, well worth it. Only $3 a month. You help me, you help the cause, you help getting the positive energies and messages out there into the world to raise the vibration of the planet and the world. All right, love you guys. Have a good one. Peace. I'll see you for part 2 on Patreon.